We give 100% of our profits for solving the climate crisis, and this will be true forever.
Christian, thanks so much for coming back to the Green Techpreneur podcast. It's great to have you here again. It's been almost exactly 1 year since we last spoke, which is pretty amazing. And I just wanted to start by getting a little catch up on how the last year has been for you and for Ecosia. I know that at the time there were about 128 million trees planted. So where is that number at now?
I think we're at 153 million at the moment. So we've added quite a lot of trees since we spoke last time.
25 million more trees?
Yes.
In 1 year.
Very so we've been busy. We had quite a significant revenue increase, something like 20% compared to 1 year ago.
That was this year, I guess, for you personally, and then also for Ecosia.
So with people not being able to come to the office, but then also, people spending less online, which means less revenue for us to some extent. So that has affected us in some way, but I think much less than other industries. The other big crisis was the Ukraine crisis, so the invasion of the Ukraine by Russia. That was also a big shock. I think we as a company, we had a good response to that. So we basically made a commitment to really even further upscale our investments into renewable energy, to really do our part to transition away from fossil fuels and all those autocratic leaders that basically have us as a hold us hostage because of they have those fossil fuels.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
We need to migrate away from those as quickly as possible. And Ecosia, we already made so many investments into renewable energy that we're actually powering, like we're not only powering our own service, but actually a multiple of that. I think last year it was almost 500% of what we consumed ourselves that we actually generated in electricity. Mm-hmm. Again, we also calculated what could Google actually do if they would do the same, and they could almost finance the entire transition away from fossil fuels in the European Union. Wow. Within, I think, just a few years, actually. So if other companies would do the same, then we would not even have this problem anymore.
What's the goal, I guess, that you're working towards?
So we need to plant 1 trillion trees as quickly as possible. We're still very, very far away from that. And by we, I mean not only Ecosia, but we as a society. We also calculated if everybody would be using us instead of Google, we could actually plant around 300 billion trees every year. So we would fill that 1 trillion very quickly.
What strategies did you use to decide on how to rebrand Ecosia, and why did you make these changes?
And we realized, okay, if we update it, then we can actually also try to make it better. So bring it more, make the brand, I think, a bit more exciting, and also make it more clear that this is really more than just a search engine, but it's actually a big movement, like the biggest movement potentially to solve the climate crisis online, and to be also a bit more bold. So yeah, we updated a few things, not only the looks, but also the communication on our website. We highlighted a few things more that we felt were underrepresented, like it's not possible to take any profits out of the company. It's not possible to ever sell the company.
So you launched Free Tree, a browser extension that integrates into the user shopping experience.
What Free Tree does is basically it's a browser extension that you can install into your browser, and after you did that, it will pop up automatically when you have an opportunity to plant some trees while you're purchasing something online. And yeah, to give you a bit of an idea, so regarding the social impact, first of all, we're paying people to plant trees, so that we're often planting in areas where people have very, very low incomes. So every dollar they earn in addition to that is really a big help. Then we also help people basically build a better future for themselves. So they often, through our tree planting projects, they understand that they can turn degraded land into fertile land again. And that is a super inspiring notion especially for young people, because they so far I've only observed that things got worse and worse and worse. And through our projects, they basically, we not only plant trees, we also plant hope. So they understand that they can actually turn this around and build a better future for themselves. Use free tree, use Ecosia. So I think that's a final message.